Today on Guess What I Found Out, we're going to discover some facts about the solar system's biggest ghost, Planet 9, or, as I like to call it, the overachieving introvert of outer space. It's massive, mysterious, and so good at hiding, it could teach your ex a thing or two about disappearing without a trace. Now buckle up, Curious George, because this cosmic game of hide and seek is going to get weirder than a three-legged chair at a NASA conference. So, scientists noticed that something was throwing off the outer solar system's groove, like someone sneaking into a conga line and yanking everyone off rhythm. Their conclusion? There's a megaplanet out there, 5 to 10 times the mass of Earth, just vibing in the darkness. But here's the kicker. If Jupiter is a stadium spotlight, Planet 9 is a dying firefly with stage fright. Basically, it's the guy who shows up to the group photo after the camera's already packed away. Hey, while we're on the topic of invisible power, go ahead and pretend you found the like button. Smash it like it owes you rent, Curious George. Flashback to the days when astronomers hunted planets using photographic plates, which were basically the solar system equivalent of using a potato to find a needle in a galaxy-sized haystack. But then, 1992, we get the Kuiper Belt, aka the solar system's junk drawer. Suddenly, hundreds of frozen space rocks show up, like they were just waiting for better camera quality. 2003 gives us Sedna, the icy weirdo with a 10,000-year orbit. That's right, 10,000 years. It's like a celestial retiree on a very slow walk around the sun. And get this, Sedna doesn't come close to the sun or any known planet. It's basically the I don't talk to anyone at work of space objects, suspiciously antisocial, yes, caused by a hidden gravity giant dragging her around. A group of astronomers led by Scott Shepherd, aka the Sherlock Holmes of the sky, started noticing that a bunch of far-out objects, including one hilariously nicknamed Biden, had eerily similar orbits. All signs pointed to a big unseen planet pulling strings from the cosmic shadows. Picture Planet 9 as the puppet master, only way less flashy and way more 30 billion miles away. When 12 space rocks all share the same weird orbit alignment, you either A, assume it's coordinated, or B, accept that the universe is trolling us. But wait, then scientists predicted a second group of orbits twisted exactly 90 degrees, and those were found too. At this point, even the skeptics put down their coffee and said, okay, this might be a thing. Curious George, if you're still watching and haven't followed me yet, what are you doing? Let Planet 9's gravitational pull guide you to the follow button. It's not rocket science. Neptune? Found because Uranus got a little wonky in its orbit. Jupiter? Suspected because asteroids were acting clingy. So, yeah, discovering planets before seeing them is basically astronomy's party trick. And the odds that all these orbital oddities are random? 2%, which is higher than your savings account interest, but still tiny. The sky is huge. Planet 9 is dimmer than a candle in a black hole. Telescopes? Great, but looking for Planet 9 is like trying to find a pepper flake on a beach using binoculars from space. Also, it's 30 billion miles from the sun. That's so far it might as well be emotionally unavailable. It likely formed near Jupiter and Saturn, and then, like a bored millennial at a corporate job, it pieced out to the edges of the solar system. Now, it just hangs out in deep space, 50% rock, 50% ice, and 100% not returning your texts. Its orbit was so chaotic, it got flung out like a cosmic boomerang with commitment issues. Planet 9 is a galactic bouncer. It dominates the outskirts, flinging smaller objects into the void like it's swiping left on every Tinder profile. Sedna and Biden, they're just lucky survivors in this planetary purge. Give it a few billion years, and Planet 9 might clean house so thoroughly we forget it was ever there, like every fad diet in human history. Astronomers have covered about 30% of the sky so far, which in space terms means they've barely started. But they're closing in object by object, like cosmic detectives with a clipboard and infinite patience. History says we usually see a planet long before we admit it's real, looking at you, Pluto. If we find this big, bashful space bully, it'll reshape how we understand the solar system's size, structure, and power dynamics. It would be a win for math, science, and proving that obsessive telescope usage does pay off eventually. Until then, Planet 9 remains our elusive celestial mystery, the Bigfoot of astronomy, the Where's Waldo of space. If you made it this far, Curious George, I'm genuinely impressed. You clearly enjoy sarcasm, science, and possibly punishment. So go ahead and follow me, unless you're planning to orbit back in 10,000 years like Sedna. Your call. That's it for today's deep dive into the universe's greatest disappearing act. I've been your host, floating through space and sarcasm since approximately way too early this morning. Smash that like button, share this with your favorite conspiracy theorist, and follow for more facts that are funnier than they have any right to be. Catch you next time on Guess What I Found Out.